30 seconds, Mayor. 40, 35.
We got issues going on. Fire man had issues. Just have to go really, really.
I know. Look at the little dresses. It's so cute. They are picture ready.
You're like me, you gotta watch it. Damn, when you hang around me long. Stuff rubs off.
Showtime, Mayor.
We are. We're waiting for the fireman.
Oh, okay.
Steve ready? Can the mayor start? Oh, never mind. Too late.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the regular meeting of Mayor and Council of the Borough of Glassboro for October 22nd, 2024 to order. Karen, could you please read the opening statement?
Pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act, I hereby announce that adequate notice of this meeting, as required by said act, has been provided by adopting a schedule of regular meetings for the year 2024, which schedule was posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board as well as the Borough website and forwarded to both the South Jersey Times and the Sentinel of Gloucester County and filed with the Borough Clerk on January 6, 2024.
Thank you. Can we all rise and salute the flag, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Karen, roll call, please.
Mayor Wallace.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Mr. Cassabone.
Present.
Mrs. Garlick. Here. Mr. Halter. Ms. Miller.
Here.
Mrs. Spence.
Here.
Mr. Melandro.
Here.
Mr. Scafidi.
Present.
And Mr. Brunemer.
Thank you, Karen. At this time, I will turn the meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Before we begin the ceremonial portion, we need to take formal action on these appointments. Therefore, under agenda, we have the following resolutions, beginning with 26924, a resolution appointing Joshua Lee as lieutenant for the Glassboro Fire Department. Resolution 270, appointing Patrick Mason as lieutenant for the Glassboro Fire Department. Resolution 271, appointing Matthew Lincoln as firefighter for the Glassboro Fire Department. And Resolution 272, appointing Blake Wenzel as firefighter for the Glassboro Fire Department. If council so moves, roll call vote.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown.
Yes.
Mr. Cassabone.
Definitely yes.
Mrs. Garlick.
Yes.
Mr. Halter.
4.
Ms. Miller.
4.
Mrs. Spence.
Yes.
Motion carries. Don, we'll start with the ceremonial part now. Everybody will-
That way?
All right, raise your right hand, left hand on the Bible, please repeat after me. I, Joshua Lee, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of lieutenant for the Glassboro Fire Department according to the best of my ability,
Perfect, thank you, congratulations.
Just see, it should be right there. If you don't see it, don't worry. Outstanding. Congratulations. Look how pretty. Very nice, okay? Okay. Raise your right hand, please repeat after me. I, Patrick Mason, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of Lieutenant for the Glassboro Fire Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Yes, congratulations. solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state under the authority of the people, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of firefighter for the Glassboro Fire Department according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States and in this state
in the United States and in the state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties of
perform all the duties of
firefighter for the Glassboro Fire Department
firefighter for the Glassboro Fire Department
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
All right, that's what I like to hear. Congratulations. We'll get council first and then the important people after that. Yes. All right. Center stage. There you go, yeah. There we go. That does conclude the ceremonial portion of our meeting. You're more than welcome to stay. We won't be offended if you go enjoy the weather. Congratulations, boys. I can find shit.
What happened? Lost something?
Yeah.
Eddie's over there on the floor.
Yeah. I don't think
Mark went to your office.
Oh, you talking about Rock?
Yeah, the letter. I don't know what I did with it.
What's up, girl? By email?
What's that?
They busted my email. Is it on record?
Not me, I like it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Thank you,
Shit.
I appreciate that.
You're the man, Tim.
Just thinking for you, man.
How do I find it?
December 19th.
Put his name in there, Rocco.
Yes, I can
Is
be.
it on the agenda?
Retirement. Oh, did Karen put it in
Hey,
there?
is this it?
It's nice. It's
Doing a good job.
I got it.
You're the man.
But I know.
The other night at the Boys and Girls Club gathering.
Yes.
Where do you keep that?
All right.
In there?
I'm all stressed out.
I've never seen that in there before.
Thanks for
Meeting.
looking.
No problem. Mark did the office.
Thanks, Meg.
Stevie Wonder's
I guess. No, I didn't hear. You're the only one with a white hat.
Ain't right, man.
Five years.
People, they all showing up, though.
You take care.
They're probably all gonna go. I would imagine.
Wow. I want that budget.
Right. I guess we can start moving forward again. Okay. All right. At this time, we're going to proceed on with our agenda. At this time, I would like to recognize a gentleman that is retiring from the Borough of Glassboro after 28 years, Mr. Rocco Fogarino. I'd like to recognize those employees that have worked and served the borough for 20 years plus, be it full-time, part-time, any combination of both. I think that's a testament to somebody's loyalty and resolve that stays with anyone or anywhere for more than 20 years. I would like, in his absence, to read the letter, to get it on record, that will be sending to Rocco. It reads, "Greetings, Rocco. I would like to take this opportunity to formally congratulate you on your retirement from the Glassboro Water and Sewer Department after 28 years of faithful service. You started your career with the borough as summer help and hired full-time in 1996 as a laborer. You soon became a heavy equipment operator, treatment plant operator for the newly built Delsey plant in 1999, and in 2012 became the treatment plant manager. Knowledgeable and dependable are terms easily used when referring to your work ethic. And you always went above and beyond for the residents of Glassboro. Rocco, I cannot thank you enough for your dedication and service to the borough of Glassboro and wish you all the best in your retirement. With respect, Johnny Wallace III, Mayor, Borough of Glassboro." We have no public hearings this evening, so at this time I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of September 24th, 2024, as well as the closed executive session minutes of September 24th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. Karen, can we go over communications, please?
Yes, Mayor, I have a letter of retirement from Rocco Fogarino of the Glassboro Water and Sewer Department effective November 1st, 2024.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. At this time, I'll move to committee reports and begin with Council President Miller.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I'd first like to say congratulations to Lieutenant Joshua Lee, Lieutenant Patrick Mason, firefighter Matthew Lincoln, and firefighter Blake Wenzel. We're glad to have you at the Glassboro Fire Department, and we wish you many years of success. I also want to congratulate Rocco Fogarino for his many years of dedicated service to the Water and Sewer Department. And I'd also like to thank all of the borough employees for all that they do every day to make the borough of Glassboro a great place to work and live and play. And that's all I have.
Well said. Thank you very much. Councilman Brown.
Yes, thank you, Mayor.
You're
Good
welcome.
evening.
Good evening.
I also would like to congratulate Lieutenant Lee and Lieutenant Mason on their promotions. Also, like to congratulate firefighter Lincoln and firefighter Wenzel. Welcome to the borough. Good luck. Congratulations to Rocco Figurino on 28 years of service. That's outstanding, and I wish him well in his retirement. And I am in receipt of the financial reports for the month of September. That is all, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Councilman Casabon.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and I'll keep the congratulations going here.
Very good.
I'd like to congratulate Joshua Lee and Patrick Mason on their promotion to lieutenant. And I also like to congratulate Matthew Lincoln and Blake Wenzel as the new firefighter for the borough of Glassboro. And I want to thank Rocco for all his service, 28 years. He's been a great employee. We're losing a good employee, and I wish him the best. And also, I am in receipt of the September monthly report for the police department. And that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much, sir. Councilwoman Garlick.
Thank you, Mayor. I would also like to congratulate Lieutenants Joshua Lee and Patrick Mason for their promotion. We really appreciate their service. And also like to congratulate Matthew Lincoln and Blake Wenzel for their addition. And we appreciate them joining us as well. And wanted to say thank you to Rocco Fogarino for all of his service. That's a lot of years, and we really thank him for doing that for the town of Glassboro. I am also in receipt of our September report for the Park and Recreation. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Councilman Halter.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. Congratulate Rocco. Thank him for his years of service here with the borough of Glassboro, and wish him well in any future endeavors. As far as Water and Sewer Department goes, we're still a long lead time on a lot of the materials that we're looking to gain, and the Water and Sewer Department continues to make replacements on any type of galvanized pipe service for DEP requirements, especially along the Delsey Drive corridor ahead of repavement and surface work there. Also, I want to thank or congratulate and welcome 2 new firefighters, and welcome the 2 new lieutenants that were promoted tonight. As everybody said, it's tremendous. I think it's important to note that the Glassboro Fire Department has done a lot of growth in a few short years. It was not too many years ago where there was 1 firefighter on duty, and all the other volunteer firefighters met the firefighters at the scene of the fire or at the firehouse. So when I say a few short years, about 15, 20 years ago, which is not that long ago. Now we have round-the-clock coverage by dedicated staff members, and the 2 new lieutenants fulfill a void at the fire department that did not have dedicated officer coverage around the clock. So it'll be a great thing for the fire department. Wish them all safe in all their future shifts. Thank you.
Thank you. And Councilwoman Spence,
Thank you, Mayor.
you're welcome.
I also want to echo the congratulations for the 2 new lieutenants, Joshua Lee and Patrick Mason, and 2 firefighters, Matthew Lincoln and Blake Wenzel. I wish them all the best, and thank you, and appreciate they come here to Glassboro and keeping us safe. I also want to say, regretfully, we're losing Rocco Fogarino as his very valued employee. He's going to leave a big hole in our department there, so wish him all the best, but we are going to miss him. I also just wanted to mention that this weekend at the historic train station, we are hosting Civil War History Weekend. There's a living history from 11 to 4 at the station with reenactors and all kinds of really cool speakers and a live band. And then we have at 5 o'clock, we go to the VFW in Glassboro for a Civil War ball, banquet and ball. It's all free, paid for by a grant by the Gloucester County Cultural and Heritage. So it's a really interesting night and day and night if anyone can come out. And Sunday we'll be open at the station again for Civil War artifacts and presentation inside. So hopefully people can make it. There's information online about it. And I think that's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you very much. We have no unfinished business, so Karen, could you take us through new business, please?
Yes, Mayor, I have I'm requesting approval for street closure permit for 10 Chestnut Court.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. At this time, I'll ask for the engineer's report, please, Mark.
Yes, good evening. Just an update over Camelot for the townhouses at Aura. We have the last building being constructed. So the units, sections 1 and 2 are done. 1.3 is mostly done, and they're working on 1.4. Likewise, across the street, we have the 30 townhouses. They are all up. They're all closed, so they're looking to kind of wrap those up by the end of the year. So I won't say it's will be this year, but by next spring, we'll have both those roads resurfaced out there for all the residents in that neighborhood. High Street townhouses, that work's all done. They're just doing the final punch list work. They got everything paved, finishing up a few things. So they'll probably be looking to get all of their bonds in the near future. Straga Court project is coming. We had some water and sewer work done. They're still getting their planning board approvals, and that's right next to the East High Street, to the right, the old farm there. With those storage down the street at the old Lycios facility is all wrapped up. We just got their last of their as-built and punch list work done, so we'll hopefully be closing in on that to get them off of TCO there. Lycios work is still, as you can see, some work on Ellis Street. They're doing some work required by the county. They'll also be finishing up some basin work, so that's done. But that operation has been underway for 2 years now. Took a year and a half for DEP to get the approvals, but they had the main facility up and running for those. The Mount Alva Concepts also along Dr. Martin Luther King, Dr. Leo McCabe Boulevard out there. They're underway. They're finalizing their items for the building permits to get that building up. So you'll start seeing a lot of steel going up in the near future for those items there. Taco Bell, we're still waiting for a construction date. I don't know when they're going to be able to have closed one of their lanes to build a new lane, so that's what they're struggling with timing to make that complete. Raising Cane, as you all can see, work continues. They're trying to get that all wrapped up at the end of the year. Talked earlier, the Chick-fil-A is pretty much had most of their zoning board issues taken care of and waiting for the DOT to approve it. They made another submission in the early part of September. So fingers crossed they'll have that done. So by the end of the year, hopefully we'll have some approvals so they can gear up with that aspect. 2 items on Route 47, as we talked about last month. You'll start seeing activity starting at Grove Street working north. DOT's got a extremely large project from here to Westville that'll take 4 years to get done. So they'll be working, replacing curb, sidewalk, and traffic signals before they start doing the street work as far as restriping and getting all that done. So they'll be on 47 probably for a year and a half, maybe 2. So doing various repairs throughout through that work. At the same time, we just got news, well, a few months ago, but they finalized a date down for the other part of Route 47 heading south, Grove Street. They're going to pave that also. That work's going to be done next May. They're starting Clayton and work their way north, doing similar work, but not to the greatest extent. They're not going to be doing really any sidewalk work that they'll be doing through town on those. They'll also be milling and also resurfacing and striping. So no major changes on that, but nonetheless, there will be some milling and delays. Probably that work will be done at night for traffic purposes. And that's Alfred Avenue for our DOT grant project that we have this year. That's been submitted up to DOT. So we're waiting for approvals, which will take several months, but we'll get a look at that so we can get a bid over the winter and be able to go to construction next summer. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Any questions for Mark? Thank you again. At this time, I will again turn our meeting over to our Borough Solicitor.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. On our consent agenda, we have the following resolutions, beginning with 273, providing for the insertion of a special item of revenue in the budget pursuant to NJSA 48-4-87. Resolution 274, extending contract for supplying and delivering of gasoline and diesel fuel for the Borough of Glassboro. Resolution 275, authorizing renewal of Class 5 cannabis retail licenses for the Borough of Glassboro. And Resolution 276, authorizing Andrew Thompson as Commissioner of the Park and Recreation Commission of the Borough of Glassboro. If council moves for approval on our consent agenda, again, for the reasons stated and noted on the agenda, is roll call vote.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Casabone?
Yes.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
Motion carries.
And Mayor, we have a add-on ordinance this evening by title only. That is an ordinance amending chapter 445-8A, vehicles and traffic of the code book of the Borough of Glassboro. Again, this is on first reading by title only. If council so moves for approval, roll call vote.
Motion to approve?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Karen, roll call, please.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mr. Casabone?
Abstain.
Mrs. Garlick?
Yes.
Mr. Halter?
4.
Ms. Miller?
4.
Mrs. Spence?
Yes.
Motion carries. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to open up the public portion.
Move the public portion be open.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The floor is now open to anyone from the public who would like to come forward and address mayor and council.
Seeing no one, I'll make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Motion carries. The public portion is now closed. At this time, I'll entertain a motion to approve all duly authorized bills.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Any closing comments from our administrator?
Just a couple. I'd like to congratulate Lieutenants Lee and Mason and firefighters Lincoln and Wetzel. And I also like to thank Rocco Fogarino. Just a couple other points of business. This past weekend was relatively quiet in town. Believe it or not, our police were only on 7 calls, breaking up parties or whatever you may have. That's probably an all-time low. The other thing I'd like to mention is an update on our parking in the downtown. September was our best month ever. We parked 11,592 cars. The big reason we did the parking was to turn over the spaces. And since we started, our first full month was February. The 11,592 is a 56% increase over February. So the parking has worked very well. The other nice thing we saw is we also had our best month. People are embracing the technology, and 32% of the people who park downtown parked for free, utilizing the 30 minutes. And that's up from 23% when we started. And the other sign that they're embracing the technology, and despite it costing us $20,000, only 4% of the people who are paying for parking downtown are using the kiosks. Everyone else is using the technology. So that's just an update on the parking. I don't think it could have worked any better. We're seeing businesses like it. We're seeing La Scala expand. They're doing $1 million to $2 million expansion. I'm not saying it's because of the parking, but I'd like to say it's helped. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thank you, Ed. Thanks for sharing that information. Before I ask for a motion for adjournment, I'd first I'd like to congratulate our firefighters, our 2 new lieutenants, and our 2 new firefighters. Welcome to Station 26-1. I got that right? Welcome to Glassboro. They are now among the ranks of probably some of the finest firefighters in the state, in my opinion. I wish them all the best and to stay safe. I'd like to thank Rocco Fogarino for his 28 years of service, faithful service. Though we hate to lose anyone here at the borough because everybody is a fine worker, Rocco he was up on the ladder and he played a really big role in our water and sewer department, and we're going to feel that. We wish him the best. All the best is all I can say to him, and thank you. To everyone that's here this evening, thank you for coming. Rowan students, thank you for being here. Wish you all the luck. You're always welcome to come. For those of you that participated in the back, thank you very much. Again, thank you, and with that, I'll entertain a motion for
Motion to
adjournment.
adjourn.
Second.
I'm not sure if I heard you, Councilman. I have a motion and a second. All in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carried. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Next meeting, November 26th, 2024, 6 p.m.